Swastiastu guys, Alan here. I'll be having a great day. Today we're gonna be eating at Depot Indra. Now, this place serves pork satay along with a couple of other Chinese/Indonesian dishes. Very delicious. It is personally a favorite of mine. And yeah, I usually eat my lunch here. They open from 9:30 a.m. up until 9 p.m. every day except for Sunday. So yeah, can't wait to show you guys. Let's go. Alright guys, our food is here. Every time I come back here, I always get excited about the food here. It's very delicious, especially when they serve it warm. So I advise you guys get it while you're here instead of like ordering via delivery or something like that. Also, another benefit of you getting it here is you can have free flow chili, baby. These are very delicious, very spicy. So don't get too much if you're not good with spicy food. You can eat them as is, but pro tip, I usually like to put a little bit of the satay sweet sauce, mix it in a little bit. I know it doesn't make it as spicy, but the mix of sweetness and savoriness from the sauce itself really adds a lot of flavor to the chili. Also, if you ordered the stir-fried veggies, put in a little bit of the sauce in there too. And at the end of it, you just get this mix of slightly sweet, spicy, and savory chili. I can eat it by itself actually. Very good. Ah, so hot though. Right. Let's start with the satay. So here, they serve pork satay. So you can just see how fat these chunks are. And you can actually ask them to include or exclude like the fat bits at the end there. I personally love the fat bits, so it's all in for me. Dip it in with a little bit of the sambal. Cheers, guys. Oh, it's so tender. The sweet sauce just highlights the savoriness of the meat itself, and when you combine it with the sambal, it's one of the finer things that you can get in Denpasar here. Also, let's get the fat in. Oh. The fat is slightly sweet from the sauce. Otak agak itu. Now let's try the whole thing with the sambal and the fat bit at the end. Ooh. Again, meat is very tender. The fat just melts in your mouth, and the whole flavors, the whole like sweet, savory, spicy flavors from the sauce, from the chili, and from the meat itself. It just combines to this beautiful mix of flavors in your mouth. Very, very delicious. Now, I usually don't look forward to eating veggies too much, but it all changes here. These are very delicious. It's called sayur hijau here, basically green veggies. It also contains a little bit of cauliflowers, some minced pork, and some pork liver. You can ask them to exclude any of the components that you don't like for example, if you don't like the liver, you can always ask them to exclude the liver from the dish. But I personally think that it adds a lot of depth into the flavor profile of the dish. Cheers, guys. Very, very savory. The meat is tender, and the veggies also soaks up all of that savory meat juice that is cooked together with it. Very delicious. I'm gonna try it with the liver and the sambal. So this is how I usually eat it. The liver really adds a lot of depth to that whole bite. Very delicious, and the sambal also adds a little bit of a kick. Super yummy. Let's go with the Fuyung Hai next. So Fuyung Hai is, for lack of better word, fried egg with a little bit of veggies and minced meat. Usually served with sweet sauce. Savory, sweet. The fried egg is whisked so much that it starts to foam up a little bit. So when they fry it, it becomes this slightly fluffy fried egg. Very good texture-wise. You can also taste a good amount of pork bits in there. Adds a lot to the texture. Very savory. The crackers that you see here, there are two that I usually get. There's a shrimp one and the pork rinds one. My personal favorite is the pork rind one, but the shrimp one is pretty delicious too. Simple, good, and that crispy. Very good as a comfort food just by itself, or you want to have it as a side for your meal, go crazy. Now, my highlight, my personal favorite. So these are the pork rinds, deep fried. Very delicious. Cheers. It's a two-step pleasure. So on the outside, it's crispy, and you go through that layer of crisp, you get that very tasty fat. It just melts. Oh, it just bursts into flavors. Very, very delicious, especially if you eat it together with the other dishes here. So these are the beef floss, served with some potato crisp and dried chili. And they don't usually serve them in the menu, but you can actually order them directly from the boss. So yeah, this is actually my first time trying one of these. Here goes nothing. The floss is very airy. It just melts into savoriness in your mouth. The potato crisp also adds a good amount of crunch to the bite. And the chili is very subtle. You can taste just that bit of spiciness, but never too much, not overpowering the flavor from the beef floss itself. Very delicious. Free flow sambal, baby. That's love MSG. God damn, it's good. Alright Alright guys, so that has been Depot Indra. It's one of my most frequented lunch places here in Denpasar. It cost us 103,000 rupiah for the whole meal just now. So yeah, that's to feed me and my dad, but you can technically feed 3 to 4 people with that amount of food. So yeah, do keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do drop a like if you do. I appreciate it. Share it with your friends if you think they're gonna enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell so that you don't miss any of our new videos. And thank you guys so much for watching. Matur suksema. And I'll see you guys in the next one.